Hey, what's up, family? Word of the day. Last day of 2019, 12/31. Happy New Year to everybody watching this. So, a word of the day. Here we go. Today's word is callow. Callow. C-A-L-L-O-W. Callow. The definition is a young person, inexperienced and or immature. Hey Kyra, hey Joni. Inexperienced or immature, lacking adult sophistication. Callow. C-A-L-L-O-W. Some other synonyms are adolescent, green, immature, inexperienced, juvenile, puerile. Never heard that before. P-U-E-R-I-L-E. Sorry. It's not the song I want to play right now. By the way, this is my tune Mansions. It's called Mansions on my Key Reflection album. And this tune is called Societal Exchange, which is on my website, aaronhilltv.com. Click the music tab. So callow. I want to give the connection between callow and baldness. Interesting. You might not expect a relationship between the word callow and baldness, but that connection does in fact exist. Callow comes from Callow, C-A-L-U, a word meaning bald, in Middle English and Old English. By the 17th century, callow had come to mean without feathers and was applied to young birds not ready for flight. The term was also used for those who hadn't yet spread their wings. That's real interesting. Yes, thank you, Joni. I will definitely use it in a sentence. Joni says callow. Can you use it in a sentence? And I'm going to do that right after this. The term was also used. Now, I like this because it said that by the 17th century, it meant without feathers as applied to young birds. And then it was applied to people. It said the term was also used for those who hadn't yet spread their wings in a figurative sense. So that's where the whole idea of being inexperienced or immature. Callow continues to mean inexperienced or unsophisticated today. Examples of callow in a sentence. A story about a callow youth who learns the value of hard work and self-reliance. And then here's some more. This is actually a tune that is going to be on an album that I'm working on this year, a neurological reprogramming album and concept, because it's going to be a volume of albums called Deep Grooves. And it's a double entendre. Some are grooves like this that I just feel are deep grooves. And then others are like the guided meditations and music where there's choruses that are just positive affirmations that loop, I have a track where I read some of my quotes that's on there. I got all kinds of stuff, y'all. I got so much stuff brewing, it's crazy. Okay, other examples of callow in a sentence. They are not callow like the young of most birds, but more perfectly developed and precious even than chickens. This is the same website I went to before called yourdictionary.com, and they have the weirdest damn sentences on here. Okay. Untraveled, naive, even a little callow, we are not surprised to discover the heart of a hero just waiting to be stirred to action. Like their sentence examples are so like you need breakdowns of their breakdowns. A rather beefy looking drummer, no callow youth. This, like that. I wish I could show y'all. This is crazy. A rather beefy looking drummer, comma, no callow youth, comma, this. I was with it until it got to and it's like real poetic. I don't know what's up with this site. This site is flexing on poetry skills at the same time. Callow youth with a singular vision. That was a question. And that didn't even start with a capital letter. I really don't get this website. And then there's always something that has to do with religion. This is crazy. Callow young men, I wanted to ally myself with the aforementioned exemplars of rock cool. What? Callow grammar school boy back in the 70s. So now this is just comical. All right, now this is the one I see. It has religious words in it, so let's see what this is about. As a nickname, the term agnostic, I'm very familiar with that, was soon misused to cover any and every variation of skepticism. That is true. Except I didn't know skepticism could be spelled S-C-E-P-T. I thought it was S-K. Okay. Just as, let me read this over. As a nickname, the term agnostic was soon misused to cover any and every variation of skepticism, and just as popular preachers confused it with atheism in their denunciations, so the Callow freethinker, following Tennyson's path of honest doubt, classed himself with the agnostics, even while he combined an instinctively Christian theism with a facile rejection of the historical evidences for Christianity. Now that, okay. And it's probably because I'm so familiar with all that language. I'm an atheist, plus I'm a skeptic, and I'm an agnostic system. I'm very deeply familiar. So this is really, now this sentence got me. Damn, this shit is loud. I'm sorry, y'all. This thing is not supposed to be going to the, okay, I'm gonna just let it go. I'm gonna let it go here. So this is Mansions from our project Key Reflection. Okay, now I would be done, but this sentence got me for a second. So 2 more minutes. So it's talking about how in this particular sentence, the term agnostic was used in this example to cover any and every variation of skepticism. And just as popular preachers confuse it with atheism, and that's very true, because agnosticism is also confused, and the same thing with skepticism. So the Callow freethinker, following Tennyson's path of honest doubt. I'm gonna have to look up that Tennyson's honest doubt. I've heard of honest doubt before. Classed himself with agnostics, even while he combined an instinctively Christian theism with a facile rejection of the historical evidences of Christianity. So basically, it's saying that a person was looking at themselves as agnostic, even though they had like a contradiction happening, where they had a part of them that believed in Christian theism and another part of them that totally rejected certain historical ideas of evidences for Christianity. Interesting. So they're calling him. I love this. So they're calling him a Callow freethinker in that sentence, and they're basically saying he's an immature or inexperienced freethinker because he's not doing the freethinking shit right. And coming from a freethinker, that's true based on what they said here. I love that. That's cool. All right, that tickled my fancy. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. That is the word of the day. Callow, C-A-L-L-O-W, which once again means lacking adult sophistication. It means being immature or inexperienced. That's it for the word of the day. Happy New Year to everybody here. Wishing you the best for 2020. And I'll see you on the other side. This will probably be my last video for the new year. Peace and love. Thanks, Joni. Joni says Happy New Year. Looking forward to experiencing the gifts of 2020. Peace and love. Appreciate it. Cyrus, thanks for joining. I'm out of here. Please take it back from the top. And 2020, y'all. The year of perfect vision. Let's get it. Peace, y'all. Be well.